Hello my friends, I'm Frankie and welcome to Club Foodie. 5 years ago, I posted my very first recipe on Club Foodie. And ever since then, week after week, I've been sharing more every Tuesday and Thursday. Today is recipe number 500. That's right, 500. So to celebrate the event, I thought I would share a nice elegant recipe. And here it is. In today's episode, I'll show you how to make my crown roast of pork. This is such an amazing dish packed with yumminess. It's very impressive to look at, while on the other hand, it's also quite easy to make. I like to serve this with my saffron rice stuffing that I posted a couple of days ago. So my friends, let's get cooking. These are the fresh herbs we'll be using for the crown roast of pork. We have thyme, rosemary, and sage. Now, at the price we pay for the meat, of course we'll use fresh. Leave the dry herbs in the cupboard. It would be wrong if we don't use fresh. Alright, so we'll go ahead and chop them finely and place them in a bowl. To this, we'll add pressed garlic and mix the ingredients together until very well blended. Then we'll add some oil, enough so the rub is moistened and stick together, about half a tablespoon. Now, here's our crown roast of pork that has been sitting at room temperature for 45 minutes. So, we'll put some oil in our clean hand and rub it on the meat. When the butcher wraps the pork prime rib in a circle with kitchen twine, sometimes the top where the two ends connect can be loose. In that case, we simply tie the two bones together so it forms a nice crown. Also, as you can see, the bones are Frenched, which means the meat is removed as well as the fat and membranes using a knife. After everything is scraped off, we end up with a clean white bone. Next, after the meat is nicely oiled, we'll apply the rub everywhere. Well, except on the bones, as we want to keep them clean for a nice visual presentation. And let's not forget to add some in the middle. We'll place our big boy on a rack sitting in a roasting pan before seasoning generously with ground sea salt and freshly ground black pepper. Now, using foil, we'll cover each bone entirely to prevent them from burning, making sure it's tightly wrapped so it doesn't get loose and fall during cooking. We'll pour in 4 cups of low-sodium chicken broth and then insert a probe in the meat so we can have the exact internal temperature. Next, we'll transfer the roast in a 450-degree preheated oven and cook for 15 minutes before dropping the temperature down to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll roast the crown for 2.5 hours or until the internal temperature reaches 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, during the cooking time, as the liquid will evaporate, we'll add more chicken broth so we can make a nice gravy with it, about 1.5 cups. So, when time is up, we'll carefully remove from the heat and transfer the roast on the plate. And no, these are not my hands, but my husband's. Then we'll place foil and cover loosely, forming some sort of a tent, and let it rest so the juices redistribute while we start making the gravy. We'll pour in the pan drippings into a gravy fat separator and then transfer the good stuff in a medium saucepan over high heat. To this, we'll add apple liqueur, and the brand I'm using is this one. It's very nice. Then we'll season with ground sea salt and freshly ground black pepper. We'll give a good whisk so the ingredients are well blended and bring to a boil. We'll then reduce the heat to medium and simmer until the mixture is reduced by half. We'll add heavy cream and some raw sugar. We'll whisk again and bring the mixture back to a simmer. When it does, we'll pour in the cornstarch mixture. Whisk once again until the sauce thickens. We'll reduce the heat to low until ready to serve. Alright, back to the roast. After removing the foil covering the bones, we'll replace them with those cute little white booties called chop holders. Transfer in a nice serving dish and fill the center of the crown with my tasty saffron rice stuffing. And my friends, this is our crown roast of pork. Elegant, packed with flavor and visually appealing, this classic dish is certainly a must-try. It's colorful, delicious, and as you saw, easy to make. This is an impressive way to celebrate recipe number 500 for Club Foodie. I hope you give it a try soon, and be sure to visit clubfoodie.com for ingredient amounts and more info. Until next time, my friends, bon appétit!